guys, right now I'm in one of the main train stations in Buenos Aires, over here. So this train station, I don't know if you guys can see, but this is one of the biggest train stations in Buenos Aires, and it's there's two main train stations in Buenos Aires. There's Retiro, if that's how you pronounce it, that's exactly where I am. And the second biggest train station in Buenos Aires is called Constitution. So we are going to go to the La Bombonera to do a tour around the Boca Juniors Stadium, so we can get some history and we can get some insight about the team itself, and we can understand the history and the culture about Boca Juniors. So we are going to take we're going to come off from the train station over here in Retiro, and we're going to jump on the bus that's going to go to the area La Boca. And then yeah, so I'm going to carry on this vlog as soon as I'm there. Ciao.
Si este césped hablara, nos hablaría de la pasión más grande que hay sobre la Tierra, de un sentimiento de otro planeta que aterriza en este lugar único en el mundo, de una fiesta que se vive desde hace más de un siglo, acá, en la República de la Boca. Si estas calles hablaran, nos hablarían de colores, del azul y oro de un club que es el símbolo de un barrio, y de los colores del barrio que es emblema de este club, de los que viven por el mundo y aman venir a la Boca, y de los que viven en la Boca y no podrían vivir en otro lugar del mundo. Acá hay una mística que se respira en cada esquina, que se palpita en cada rincón. Si esta pelota hablara, nos hablaría de talento, de pibes que sueñan con ser protagonistas de la historia del club.
All the old shirts, yeah? So these are the old shirts of Boca Juniors, the old ones. So you can see all the old shirts from back in the day that they had to the present shirts that they have. So I'll show you guys over here. You have an old shirt over here, early 70s, early 90s, and then it continues all the way up. So there's a statue over here, and it's dedicated just to Maradona. I don't know if you guys can see. It's got the history of Maradona from when he was young. So this is the Maradona Wall of Fame located in a museum inside the Bombonera, La Bombonera. And there's people walking up. One guy just told me that this wall over here is called the Star Wall of Fame, and all the members in Boca Juniors have a star. So if you want to join the membership club, your name is over here. As you can see, there's certain names. Someone called Domingo, Diego, Ruben, Roberto, Luis, Olivia, Daniel, Tricky. So all these names over here, all these people here are membership of all these names on this wall are members of the fan club, and to be able to get a ticket, to watch the game, you need to have a star, and your name needs to be on this wall. It's very hard to get tickets to watch Boca Juniors play in their home stadium or away in the away stadium. The best way to get a ticket is to go for the black market, or to go to someone that has a friend where you can buy tickets and you can pay a decent price. So it's very interesting. So yeah, this is the Star Wall of Fame. Over here are all the famous players that played in the stadium, as you can see, for either national games, or club games, or friendly games. Bobby Charlton, I'm not too sure about that. I don't think Bobby Charlton played over here. I'm going to have to double check with that. That one's a bit tricky, Bobby Charlton. I'm not too sure about Bobby. Roberto Carlos, as you can see. And you have Pablo Rossi, Manu Jr. I'm not sure about that one as well. But that's another interesting factor. So this is the changing room. All the famous players, these famous players played here. This is a hallway where all the famous players played in the stadium, and this is what they said about the stadium. Crespo said this about playing here. Zico said this about playing here. Pele said when he came to the stadium, this is how he felt. Lionel Messi, when he came and played in this stadium, this is what he said about the stadium. So this is the tunnel where all the famous players, this is how they felt when they played here. All the famous players that played here, this is how they expressed their feelings about the stadium. Everyone had to say something. Xavi Iniesta, this is what he said when he played in the stadium. So this is the stadium. Wow. So this is the famous La Bombonera.
Chicos, más hacia atrás, por favor.
45,000 seat stadium. It was founded in 19. So that's the 12th man apparently. That location of the stadium. So there's 11 players on the pitch. And where it says number 12, those are the fans that are always behind the team, and those are actually the crazy fans, the fanatical. So apparently to go there, you need to have high ranks and you need to have a high membership to go there. So La Boca, the Boca Juniors actually, it's in the Barrio Barracas. In La Boca, that's the area, and it was founded in 1905 by two people, Greeks and Italians. Boca Juniors is the biggest football club in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, and they have won 33 Premier Division titles and 13 national trophies. The biggest rivalry Boca Juniors is River Plate, located in the Baño Lunes, and yeah, it's very interesting. The stadium. The tour, it's worth it. The stadium, it's massive. It's colourful with green and yellow. So I'm going to show you around what it looks like. That's pretty much it. It is beautiful. It's interesting. That's the VIP section. All the people the VIP sit. Don't know if you guys can see. It is amazing. Dale.
And here we are in the stadium.
Okay.
This one is the popular.
Yep.
But there is the important popular. There is the La 12.
La 12.
There is like the song.
Okay.
Start there, and then all the stadium shout and grita por Boca, que es lo más lindo del mundo.
And over here, as soon as the top man,
yes,
you can feel their energy in the game. They're very loud.
But in the stairs. Now we
in
are going there.
Okay.
And we are going to see when you are arriving in the stadium.
Yes, sir.
You start to.
You can feel the energy.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
The flower.
And why do they have the fence over here? What's this fence for?
Because the Argentine is very emotionally. Maybe.
So it's for the fans,
yes.
Like to stop them, to prevent them to come on the pitch.
From there,
yes, sir.
It was the same.
Yep.
And started to pull down. Antes había acrílicos like that.
Yes, sir.
And there now it started to make like a European stadium.
Okay.
See, from there you see the picture best and yes, the PlayStation.
So here, during the games, you can hear the fans screaming.
50%.
Yes, sir. You can hear them. So imagine when it's packed.
And when it's goal.
Yes,
really
sir.
goal.
It's a 45 feels. So it's amazing. Picture this. Look at the view over here. Founded in 1905. It's beautiful. Well, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like on this view. Oh, it's just amazing. It's immense. It is immense. Imagine this during a football game. Everyone said to me, when you come to Argentina, you can feel the vibration over here during the game, and it's just it's crazy. It's crazy.
¿En Argentina Boca o no? ¿Qué color podría haber sido también? Celeste, uno muy oscuro, más oscuro.
Negro.
Exacto, blanco y negro, blanco y preta. Lo que va a suceder colores no nos va a convencer, porque se habrán ido a Caminito. Caminito posee colores muy coloridos, muy alegres. Si blanco y negro no convencía, por lo tanto va uno de estos 5 amigos a esperar en el puerto de La Boca el primer barco que llegue, un primer navío. Los colores de la bandera de ese barco iban a ser los elegidos para representar al club. Y el barco que llega, ¿de qué país podría haber sido? Suecia. Como podrán ver, los colores de su bandera eran izumo.
So the lady, what she was explaining over here is the Bombonera has a capacity of 55,000 people, but normally during a game it's full with 45,000 people, so it's hardly full only during the big games against River Plate or during the big games against Racing Club or Independe. So she's saying that the shape of the stadium is the shape of La Bombonera. La Bombonera is like a sweet, and the person that founded the club, they got a box of chocolates, so that's what they call it, the La Bombonera. So it was founded in 1905 by by a group of people, and some of them were from Greece or some of them were from Italy, and they formed the club Boca Juniors. So Boca Juniors is located in the area La Boca. La Boca is a barrio where the immigrants came from in the ports. So the port is located in this barrio, and many immigrants came from Africa. African American immigrants, Portuguese and other natives came from this part, and so this is a predominant, like the majority of people around here are migrants. And Boca Juniors is the biggest club in Argentina. It's been one of the biggest clubs in Argentina from a long time, with a history period, and the biggest rivalry is River Plate. River Plate is another big club in Buenos Aires in Argentina, and they wear blanco, so they wear white is blanco and rojo, so they wear red and white. And the other biggest rivalries are Independe, Tigre, and Racing Club as well. Boca Juniors has won 33 major Premier Division trophies. The Premier Division is the division championships like the Premier League in Argentina. They've won 13 national trophies as well, and Boca Juniors have had numerous amounts of famous football players that have played for the club, like Carlos Tevez, Riquelme and Di Rossi, that Italian famous football player. So it's a very interesting factor to do this tour. I did pay 500 pesos to do this tour. It's very interesting. The tour guide does give you a knowledge of history about the club, about the history. I don't know if you guys can see, but located over here is where the 12th man is. Just gonna put down the camera where it says number 12. So right over there, number 12. Number 12 is that's where it gets a bit interesting. So in football, everyone knows it's 11 aside, 11 people on both sides of the pitch, and the 12th man is actually the people, the football fanatics of this club, and they are cheering the supporters. They say when you stand in that part of the stadium, the 12th stand, you can feel the vibration of the stadium. The stadium is vibrating so loud. The fans are very, very passionate, very fanatic, and it's a very interesting factor. I am going to try to come here for a game to show you guys what it's like. You do need to be a bit careful when you come here with a game with your cameras and your personal items, but yeah, it's interesting. So I'm going to carry on this tour and I'm going to show you what it's like.
Otra vez, pero mirándome a mí. Cuando yo haga así con las manos, paramos de gritar todos y escuchamos. Dale, todos juntos, otra vez. 1, 2, 3. Excelente, un aplauso para ustedes.
So she was explaining when people shout goal over here, she was saying that when you shout goal, you need to feel the vibration of actually when it's during the game. Because over here where we're standing, we are located on the 12th man, and over here this is the football fanatic fans of the Boca Juniors. And when the goal is scored, everyone's like goal, so loud and vibrant. You can feel the energy and the vibration. So the tour guide, the tour girl, she tried to give us the moment, to capture the moment, to say goal if we can feel the vibration of the stadium. And to be honest with you, I felt a small bit, but it's amazing. So what my colleague was explaining to me, actually sorry, my friend was explaining to me, the reason why they have fences over here, so the fences over here is to prevent people from invading the pitch. So whenever they score a goal over here, these stands are to make sure to people to celebrate the goal over here. So over here, this fence is to prevent people from entering the pitch and to prevent people just overtaking the pitch if a goal is scored, or if a foul is being committed, or if the fans don't like anything that they see. So this fence is a restricted area, so it's on both sides of the pitch. So it's on the 12th man where we are, and it's on the other side of the goal. But on both sides, on that side, on my right hand side, and on my left hand side, there is no fences. On my left hand side over here, this is the VIP section. It's the most expensive part of the stadium. It's the most expensive part of the stadium to buy a ticket. You have the VIP section all on this side, on the left hand side. Let's just say the east side of the stadium. And also the Presidente sits on the west side. I don't know if you can see the thing with the blue thing over there. That's where the president of the club sits over there. So it's a very interesting factor. And they say when you buy a ticket over here, try to get a seat that it's lower. The more upper you sit, the shitter the view that you're going to get to watch a game. So it's a very interesting factor. But yeah, this is an amazing stadium, 45,000 seater when it's a big game, but it's a 55,000 seater capacity stadium. So it's another interesting factor. But yeah, so anyway, it's man like Blackman, and I'm going to carry on this blog. I hope you guys are enjoying so far. But yeah, it's a very interesting factor. I really, like I said to you, I really want to come here to experience the game in the famous La Bombonera with the Argentinian Boca Junior fans. But yeah, hopefully that's going to be arranged soon. But yeah.
One thing you need to know here in the Popular of Boca, underneath this part of the field, there is the away team room. So basically, where all the Boca fans, they jump, they try to intimidate the opponent team. So that's one of the facts that you need to know about Boca. And the second one is when Boca scores a goal, they call it avalancha. All the fans, they will go back and then they will approach to this fence and celebrate the goal. This is a fact of Boca Juniors that is interesting to know, and appreciate the field because the view is amazing everywhere in this stadium.
Thank you, Bella. That was a interesting factor that I didn't know, but you heard it there from my partner. So yeah, another interesting factor about Boca Juniors. Another interesting factor about the football in Argentina is for the last 9 years, the away fans are not allowed to enter another opponent's team stadiums. So for example, when Boca Juniors plays in the stadium and you got Racing, Tigre or River Plate in this stadium, the River Plate fans are not allowed to enter the stadium because of for the last 9 years there's been lots of violence between the football hooliganism in Argentina. But when it comes to international games, the two fans are allowed to sit in the same stadium. So one guy did say to me, for example, if Boca Juniors play in another city, in Cordoba, Tucumán or Salta, there's a specific amount of fans that are allowed to travel with the Boca Juniors football team. I think it's £3,000 minimum. That's another interesting factor.